Well, everybody. Hey there, everyone. What a beautiful Wednesday it has turned out to be. I'm glad that you woke up because we have lots to discuss with this 366th installment of 413 Sports Talk. Scores from all over. But first, the Los Angeles Angels have fired manager Joe Madden. The Angels were second in the NL West with a dismal 27-29 record in 8.5 games back from division leader Houston Astros. But they are amid a 12-game losing streak, and the Angels brass said enough was enough. Deuces, Joe. Pittsfield upset Taconic, who were the defending baseball champs, Mass State champions, 8-5. And it seems like whenever this team has its back against the wall, they use the pressure and animosity to win. They did so against Brendan Guy and the Central Golden Eagles earlier in the regular season, 7-6, and on were beaten the very next day by Taconic 10-0. But including another loss on May 30th when they lost 7-2. But last night was different. Yesterday afternoon, whatever, was different. Looks like they used this time to exact revenge. Good for them. They were 1-5 in their first 6 games, honestly, including a 4-game losing streak to start the season. Episode 366 starts now. Oh yeah, today's AFC East Day. We start the draft breakdowns of this division, as might be the delight to most of the viewers, predominantly Pats fans, I'd assume. But, wait, that's coming. Start with the news. Cam Newton says, I've put myself in tough situations with Carolina and New England, and the perception of him is, quote-unquote, fucked up, as he lightly put it, because of his second stint with the Panthers. And he says he is one of the 32 best quarterbacks in the NFL. Get the fuck out of here, first of all. He played in 8 games, started 5 of them, lost them all. 32nd best quarterback? Really? 4 touchdowns, 5 picks, and was sacked 10 times with a lousy 54.8 completion percentage. And you are one of the 32 what? He hasn't done anything worth noting since 2015, honestly. I rest my case on Cam Newton. Sources say that Seahawks wide receiver DK Metcalf, son of former Chicago Bear Terrence, has not shown up to minicamp with an unexcused absence and is subject to almost $100,000 in fines for 3 days. He's seeking a contract extension as he is in the final year of his rookie deal. In 49 games in the NFL since 2019, DK has been able to make 216 catches for 3,170 yards and 29 touchdowns. What do you think his value is, if any? U.S. Open says Phil Mickelson and all eligible golfers are welcome to play in the major event. U.S. golfers Kevin Na and Phil Mickelson are scheduled to play in the LIV game. It's a Saudi-backed golf league. We'll explain more about that as the episodes go on this week. I guess that's good. Aaron Rodgers says he will definitely end his career in Green Bay, adding that the 3-year, $150 million extension he was recently given shouldn't be a factor or timetable to go by. Former LA Lakers point guard who played along the GOAT, Kobe Bryant, Derek Fisher has been fired as head coach of the WNBA's LA Sparks. He took over as coach in 2019, then was the GM in 2020. He finished his tenure with a 54-46 record. Sources say that the Utah Jazz have been okay to interview assistants from the Knicks, Bucks, and Celtics as their search for the next head coach begins. Everybody's trying to find what's-his-face for the Celtics. Trying to find that in the next coach that they hire. So, the expectations and the hopes are way the fuck up there. Report Deshaun Watson met with 60 women for massages, stuff like that. Wow, 60, wow. Tiger Woods says he'll skip the U.S. Open in hopes of healing his body in time to be ready for St. Andrews in July. The U.S. Open, which goes from June 16th to 19th, the country club in Brooklyn, Mass. So Tiger's a no-go for Massachusetts. And that's it for the news. NBA tonight, Golden State at Boston Celtics. Series tied 1-1. Game 3 is tonight at 9. And now on to Western Mass Sports. Boys tennis, the state tournaments, round of 32. Division 1, Brookline 5, Malden 0, and Acton, Boxborough 5, Weymouth 0. Division 2, Concord Carmichael 5, Somerville 0, Sharon 5, Melrose 0. Division 3, Martha's Vineyard 5, Northampton nothing. And that's it for tennis. We are going to talk baseball now. Division 2, round of 32. West Springfield 6, Tewksbury nothing. Continues. Oh. It's one game only. Now, moving on to lacrosse. Sorry for that. The preliminary / round of 32. Division 1. Belmont 8, Peabody 7. Acton, Boxborough 15. Newton North 2. Franklin 15. Framingham 4. And Dedham 12. Arlington 5. Division 2. Billerica 17. Leominster 2. Scituate 18, Whitman Hanson 3, and Division 3, Arlington Catholic 11, Fairhaven 5, and Bedford 13, Auburn 8. Division 4, let's go, rolling right on through. Oakmont at St. Mary's 19-2. Now on to volleyball, round of 32. Let's start with Division 1. Needham over Brookline 3-0. Winchester over Malden 3-0. Natick over Newton North 3-2. In Division 2. Nipmuc over Medfield 3-0. Greater New Bedford over Holyoke 3-zip. Wayland over Agawam 3-zip. Westfield over Millis by the same score. And West Springfield over Greater Lowell by the same score as well. Now on to the girls' side of things. Round of 32, Sweet 16, Division 1 girls softball. There you go. King Philip over Lynn Classical 15-0. Division 2, Tewksbury over Minnehaha 18-1, and Burlington over Plymouth South 9-0. Division 4, Hampshire over Malden Catholic 13-zip. Wacona over Millbrae 13-3. East Hampton over AMSA 11-6. Archbishop Williams over Whittier Tech 8-6. Joseph Case over Blackstone Millville 6-0. Go ahead, Blackstone. And Abington over Seekonk 4-1. Division 5, Mount Greylock over Gateway 14-2. Greenfield beats Maynard in a close one 3-2. And now we're on to lacrosse. Preliminary / round of 32. Beverly over Woburn 12-11. Westford Academy over Mansfield 16-10. Brookline over New Bedford 18-4. And Shrewsbury over Lowell 16-6. Oh, Acton, Boxborough 16, Algonquin 11, and Winchester 12, Natick 7. Now on to Division 2. Billerica 18, North Attleboro 1, Scituate 19, Falmouth 13, Marblehead 18, Tantascwa 6, Neshoba 16, Marlborough 11, Melrose 16, Norwood 12. Continuing on. Oh, nope. And Division 3. Malden Catholic 22, Hoosick Valley 10, Pembroke 12, North Reading 8, and Cohasset over Norton 18-3. Division 4 reads as Stoneham over Blackstone Valley 16-2, Archbishop Williams over Littleton 14-12, Triton over St. John Paul II 18-8, Mashpee 17, Seekonk 4, and Bourne over Upper Cape Cod Tech 15-7. That's it for Western Mass Sports. Let's talk NHL. Tampa Bay over the Rangers 4-1 as the series is tied 2-2. Game 5 is June 9th, 2022. Colorado Avalanche await their final challenge. It's coming out of the East Coast. MLB, let's talk Boston over the LA Angels 6-5. They fired Joe Madden yesterday, yet lose their 12th in a row. They play Boston tomorrow afternoon as well. In a doubleheader, Cleveland over Texas 6-3. Then Texas takes Cleveland by the same score, 6-3. Cincy over Arizona 14-8. Miami over Washington 12-2. Baltimore over Chicago Cubs 9-3. Detroit Tigers 5. Pittsburgh Pirates 3. Atlanta 3. Oakland 2. Yanks 10. Twins 4. White Sox 4. Dodgers nothing. Philly 3, Milwaukee 2, they play again tomorrow. Houston 4, Seattle 1, and Toronto 7, KC 0. Toronto bounced back with the win last evening. San Diego 7, Mets nothing. The Mets have lost 2 straight games and they're bun both to the Padres. In Colorado 5, San Francisco 3. WNBA now, New York over Minnesota 88-69, and Seattle over Atlanta 72-60. And that's it for everything collegiate and professional. Now let's talk NFL 32 and 32, AFC East day. We are starting with the New England Patriots. This is who comes to mind when I think of America's favorite team, honestly. Not the Cowboys who do nothing but lose. All that money that they're the franchise that's worth the most, yet no Super Bowls in 25 years. In 2021, the New England Patriots were 10-7 in the NFL's first 17-game season. Good enough for second place in the AFC East, and Bills rule this division, at least for a little while. They made the playoffs, but were quickly beaten by these Bills 47-17 in one of the greatest playoff games I've ever seen. Snowed during that game too, by the way. So their magical season in which quarterback Mac Jones from Alabama played pretty well. He was accurate and kept the mistakes to a minimum with his conservative approach to playing quarterback. Anyways, they moved on from Cam Newton, thank Christ. And the team was truly Mac's, and he pretty much showed that from week one on. In preseason and training camp, I heard lots of buzz about accuracy and great decision-making. Minimizing the mistakes was a focal point. He eventually was named starter, and in 2021, as a rookie quarterback, he had a 10-7 record, completing 67.7% of his passes, rookie New England Patriots franchise record, throwing for 3,801 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. He scored 229 fantasy points. Offensive Rookie of the Year? Nope, Jamar Chase. Not bad, rookie. But now let's see what you can do this year. Better yet, let's see what the owner, Robert Kraft, and GM/head coach Billy B have got you in support for year two. Round one, pick 29th overall, Cole Strange, interior offensive lineman at a University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. Didn't expect him to go here, honestly. I saw other needs for this team, specifically on defense, maybe at Mike linebacker. I was almost certain Wisconsin's linebacker Leo Chenal was going to New England. Just not. Either way, Cole Strange was picked, so I thought he was just an average jack of all trades kind of lineman. Not high on him. Not sure how high he was up other people's draft boards. This is definitely a preference pick here. When you take a look at the other interior offensive linemen, they didn't select. Honestly, come on. Cole's is excellent in the run game. He engages every defender with a tenacity that I've never seen before in an IOL. And for his size, he was a 5-year starter, so high football IQ. Very knowledgeable. This guy knows his stuff. I think he's okay in pass protection. Not anything to write home about, but it's adequate enough and will improve with time and coaching. Round 2, 50th pick overall, Tyquan Thornton, a wideout from Baylor. Buyer beware. Patriots have squandered second round and or late first round wide receivers. Picks on second or late first round wide receivers. And I'm not sold on Ty's physical traits as much as you'd think. But anyway, originally committed to Florida, but ended up ultimately committing to Baylor, where he stayed and played from 2018 to 2022. A wideout who can make any catch you want, finished his school career with 143 catches, 2,242 yards, and 19 touchdowns. So this guy is a decent-sized playmaker with better speed than advertised at the Combine. Round 3, pick 85, Marcus Jones, cornerback from Houston University. Round 4, 121st overall, Jack Jones, a corner out of Arizona State. Round 4, pick 127, Pierre Strong, a halfback out of South Dakota State. Top halfback in this draft, behind Breece Hall, though, but still is somebody who's going to carry a franchise for a long time down the road in the future. Round 4, pick 137, quarterback Bailey Zapp from Western Kentucky. 2021, he had a monster game of 422 passing yards and 6 touchdowns as Western Kentucky handed Appalachian State its first ever bowl loss, beating them 59-38, which is a fact I thought was real cool. Round 6, pick 183, Kevin Harris, a halfback from South Carolina. In round 6, pick 200, Sam Roberts, defensive tackle from Northwestern Missouri State. Who else do they have? Round 6, pick 210, Chasen Hines, a center out of LSU. In round 7, 245th overall, Andrew Stuber, an offensive tackle from Michigan. This concludes episode 366 of 4-3 Sports Talk. I'm Raheem Escalade. Please see us on YouTube, where we have 48 subscribers, and thank you for all that you do interacting with the episodes and posts here on Facebook. Love you all and wish you nothing but health and success, and we'll see you tomorrow night with episode 367.